Hello again everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 12th house posited in the 2nd house in a natal horoscope. Well, as most of you know, the 12th house is connected with secrets, limitations, restrictions, hospitals, prisons, the self-undoing. We look at the 2nd house is connected with possessions, things of a monetary nature, our own self-worth, income generated. And anyway, let me get started. I think the first thing we're going to look at, the 12th house being connected with restrictions and limitations. Perhaps some restriction or limitation may impact this person's revenue, their income generated, the possessions that this person has, perhaps their solitude or there's some need for seclusion to some degree may play a role in how much money this person makes or in the income generated. Perhaps this person does some work in seclusion which they make money from like say some online business, perhaps some kind of metaphysical or spiritual work is injected somehow into this person's income. And even if this person doesn't make money through either of these things, perhaps this person brings this kind of nature to them where they work and where they make money. Perhaps people take notice of this part of the person at the place where they're generating income. This could be something where perhaps some hospital work and or prison work could impact this person's self-worth, perhaps their values to some degree. Perhaps if this person had worked at a prison, they see how some of the people are living, and they put maybe a little more value than the average person, say on just the bare necessities and subsistence and having a regular quote-unquote normal roof over their head. Perhaps this person's need to help others that are less fortunate, the oppressed, the impoverished, plays a role in their values, might impact their income generated. Maybe this person does some kind of philanthropic or charitable work and meets somebody that gives a connection to a job where they make some kind of money as far as income generated. This could be, look at this position, and the 12th house, the fact that it's connected with, I guess we could say with Pisces, we could see some possible chaos and confusion in the person's life, maybe leads or maybe factors in to how much money this person's makes, or there might be some confusion and ambivalence regarding the avenue this person takes or route as far as generating money. There might be some kind of confusions at some point connected, might impact possessions. Say if this person gets involved some I guess you could say a situation, say, and this is isolated, but like a divorce situation, and maybe there's some confusion at some point over who has what possessions, that person or the significant other, and might be some battle over this and some confusion and chaos connected with this. Look at this placement, and look at the 12th house as being associated with self-undoing, and perhaps maybe the self-undoing can maybe impact this person's, I guess, what they do monetarily, maybe to some degree, or might just impact this person, their income generated, or perhaps even maybe you look at there might be, say for example, maybe this person becomes so dominated and so engrossed in making money, as an example, which could be maybe the self-undoing might be connected. might lead to their self-undoing, or self-undoing might be somehow connected with trying to make money and being dominated by this, perhaps. So that's there's some things to consider, and we'll look at this placement, and we look at this as being the restrictions, and maybe also 12th house, a lot of that is connected with introspection, and there might be some thing where this person does a lot of, I guess you could say, their self-analysis that might impact their role as far as their money that they make, their income that they generate, and play a role in their values. There might be a lot of thinking regarding themselves and analysis from within that does factor into these things at some point in time. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the ruler of the 12th house, posited in the 2nd house in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 12th house in the 3rd house in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person, astrologically, is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.